Sometimes I'm still trying to come up with an answer myself. Mostly, I do marketing consultation for nonprofits with an emphasis on online projects and out-of-the-box viral-style marketing campaigns. I try to be a full-stop shop, though, so I can do everything from graphic design to video editing and web development. However, even then, I can also do all the conceptualization and strategy behind all of that, too. Why you want a logo in a certain way, why use a billboard instead of a radio, etc. I back up all my work with science. I have a healthy dose of online, web, and art background that I leverage toward community building. Mostly, I try to do as much good as I can with the tools that I have. This doesn't even begin to scratch the surface.
Christoph Morin, author of salesbrain.com, describes how images are processed over 100,000 times faster in our brains than text, most notably in the area called the basal ganglia, our decision-making center. This means that the way we see directly impacts our worldview, and the visual arts help explore this connection. Text is becoming more formatted and visually arranged. Graphics are having a larger impact in synthesizing information. I think the answer is both, but business keeps booming. Instant communication leads to more communication, but the nature of that communication changes, and human behavior changes in response to that. This also has an honesty effect to it. Instant communication also means fewer nuances and a more reactionary situation. As an example, look at the number of people that pass around illegitimate stories as truth. The same stories have been used since the caves of Lascaux. Joseph Campbell describes how there is a monomyth. The same stories have been used in human society from its beginnings. The pose of Venus is plain as day in modern beauty magazines as it is in the sculptures of Greece and Rome. In other words, sex and violence will always have a role to play. While the image is intentional, look at how women are posed in today's beauty magazines. There's really only so many ways that women are posed, a very limited number, despite the multitude of ways that women can be shown. What you see right now is empowerment, so women are largely depicted as confident, which is accomplished by putting a hand on the hip. You see this a lot, and I expect you'll see it more. My argument is that particular poses, lighting, and gestures predominate our visual narrative. The work of Christopher Shy and digital art in general.
Understanding the work of Paul Cézanne is a great starter for someone looking to better understand art, and it is no exception with me. Cézanne was an explorer and a scientist just as much as an artist, and his artwork shows this. His blank canvas style of drawing allows you to see lush, verdant landscapes, or maybe he only did a few strokes of the brush. He is showing you how your mind invents images where none truly exist, thereby showing you that perception is imagination. As an artist, this allowed me to understand how I can use other people's perception to fill in my artwork, make my art simple and small that they can project their ideas into it. A book I recommend, Jonathan Lehrer's Proust is a Neuroscientist. One of its chapters on Cézanne is brilliant.